So, to comedy clubs, did a lot of crazy stuff happen? What's the craziest thing?
What's the craziest thing?
That happened in the comedy clubs when you're working that circuit?
Well, we're doing this now? This is the big finish?
I think, well, we've been on like 17 minutes.
Oh yeah, then we should do that. Who caught that rope earlier? What's your name? Nancy. Nancy? Hold that up in the air, Nancy. You and I are going to try a little magic trick. And you've heard of Houdini, right, Nancy? You and I and that piece of rope are going to do one of Houdini's most famous tricks. Yeah, this is called the Houdini Challenge Naked Rope Escape. Oh yeah. I just want you to take off your clothes and tie me up. Oh, of course I'm kidding. No, you don't have to tie me up. So, in comedy clubs for years, I mean, I would do the rope trick, and then I would get a woman from the audience, and I would do that joke. One night in Knoxville, or one afternoon in Knoxville, Tennessee, I was working the Funny Bone in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the owner of the club, Barry Rosen, who I just reconnected with, I just found, Barry just came and saw the show 2 weeks ago, and Barry calls me and he says, hey, I'm bringing a date to the show tonight. Can you get her up on stage? And I'm like, Barry, I'm really against getting people on stage that I know or that are friends of friends, because I'm really doing a close-up magic show for a lot of people. And that really depends on the person standing next to me from the audience. I mean, I'm trying to pick somebody who has really expressive face and really expressive gestures, and I like picking the people so that they transmit that magic to the entire audience. And so I said, Barry, I tried to talk him out of having that happen, but he was writing the check. So I'm doing the rope trick, and I'm looking at, and it's like, it's the Funny Bone, and it was very similar to this, probably about the same size stage. The tables were even closer. Barry and this woman are sitting in the front, but they're in the dark, and I can't get a good look at this person, this woman that he wants me to get on stage. But she comes up on stage, and she's the exact wrong person for just the meekest little mouse of a woman, and I just feel awful, really. I mean, I think if I say to this poor woman, what we just did, if I say, take off your clothes and tie me up, that she's going to cry. I just felt terrible. But also, when you're performing, you guys all know this, when you're performing, you're saying words, but there's also another conversation going on in your head. And that conversation in my head began like, well, I hope she does cry. It'll serve him right for getting me, for making me get her up on stage and, screw up his date forever. And so that's what goes through my little head. So I say to her, take off your clothes and tie me up. And then she whips off her dress. Boom! And Barry is standing in the front taking photos of me. Of me and this stripper that he has hired as a joke. So Barry just texted me 2 pictures. Apparently those pictures were up in the lobby of the club for the next few months, but that club closed after a few months, and I never got to see those pictures, and they disappeared. I thought they disappeared forever, but Barry was just at the show, and I said, do you have those? And he said, I think I can. And he texted me 2 pictures, neither of which are naked, which is a bummer, but it's of her on stage with me. So.